every single time. They're always gone. And I make the same mistake every time of forgetting to grab a basket or something to put these in, because my hands are definitely not big enough. Also, who is calling that ivory? That is not ivory. Cool, so samples have been secured. I was not expecting to be doing more paint samples right now, but do you know what? I was in B&Q for a click and collect order anyways, and I thought, why not try and find the right colours whilst I was here. So I got some paint samples for the living room, and I got a paint sample for the kitchen tile. So when I go and put them on the walls at the flat, I will of course show you. I truly have gotten far too comfortable with you all seeing me in whatever state, but you know, this is the reality of having a lot of things on my plate, and the last thing that I think about in the morning is what I'm going to look like when I film a video. So there you go, there's your reality. I'm nothing if not an honest person. Anyways, I'm filming this from my current bedroom because I don't have time today to go over to the flat. I don't have time today to go to the flat. And I am busy ordering paint samples because I think we have made a decision on all of the paints in all of the rooms, which is very, very exciting. And now I just need to place orders and figure out quantities and place orders, but we've got the colours. So I'm actually just making myself a written list now. And when I say all the colours, I'm actually talking like 90% of them. I still haven't quite sorted out a kitchen tile colour, but I do need to be at the flat to do that. The schedule's a bit manic at the moment, so hopefully I'll get time this evening. Anyways, let me show you how I've made a decision on my living room colour without even being at my flat. Oh yes, the paper is back. I thought, do you know what? The paper's going to give me hopefully a close enough estimation as to how, and these are two of the main colours that I have settled on. I did test a few others, and let me show you some of those. Here were two of the flat nose, for example. This one's just too pink, and this one's so yellow that there was basically just no point us covering over the current yellow paint. I don't know who at Dulux is calling this ivory, but it's not ivory. And I actually said that when I was in the store as well, because no, I was really hoping it would look different once I painted it. But these two, flat nose, I hate them. They can go straight in the bin. And the other two are fine, but they have no life to them. And these are the sort of colours that you pair with something else rather than having them be a colour. So they're fine, I'm just not tied to them. What I'm thinking is this gorgeous colour. So this is from Farrow and Ball, and I'm going to have this on all the walls in the living room, and then still keep the ceiling and the coving white. And then this is going to go in all of the hallways, because I don't mind telling you guys the truth, but your girl has not got the money to be putting this on every single wall. And if I were to have this in both of my hallways as well, I fear there will be no budget left for anything else. No, that's an exaggeration, but it's quite a steep price in comparison to other brands. And while that is so worth it for the living room, because that is the kind of colour I wanted, of all the samples I've been showing you, when I'm talking about that sandy colour, it's because I wanted something warm like this, and I saw it and went, oh yeah, that's the one. So, because it's so great for the living room, that's why I'm happy to pay it for the living room, but I don't need that in what I would call sort of circulation spaces, places that I walk through, which is why I've gone with this one for the hallways, because it's still warm enough that it's not just white, but it's not too dark because they're not huge hallways either, and it's a bit more affordable. I'm going to show you more later, but I've just walked into my flat for the first time since we started whitewashing it, and it's just So excited. So excited. Right, we're going to buy paint. We're going to buy paint right now. Ready? Look, these are two of my shades. So there you have it. I've bought a load of paint, and that means that we're getting close to be able to decorate. In fact, we're actually hoping we'll be able to start decorating within the next few days, maybe. We'll see. Things always keep running over longer than I expect in this flat, so who knows? Who knows? Maybe it won't be in the next few days, but a girl can hope. A girl can hope, right? Enough of me yapping. One, let me show you the progress. Two, let me show you which paint is going in which rooms and what it's going to look like. For the kitchen, and I feel like this is going to come as a surprise to nobody, but I did end up going for this one. It looks different on here than it does actually on the walls, but yes. So I've gone dark, but I'm looking forward to it. And because I've decided on a dark colour, I want to try quite a light colour for the tiles, and I'm actually going to paint it on the wall so that I can see it directly next to the colour and next to the cabinets, and so hopefully I can get a feel of what it's going to look like on the tiles. We are also considering maybe doing a peel and stick instead of painting, so if I can find a good peel and stick as well that might go with, I might try that and get like a sample amount of it. We'll see. We're still exploring kitchen tile options, but the main thing is that I get these walls painted as soon as this archway is finished, which will hopefully be tomorrow. Oh God, Courtney, you're going to make a mess. Maybe I like it, you know. And again, it is super hard to tell because this room is so yellow, so it is hard to tell, but I'll show you a bit more. 1 second. Here are the colours next to each other. I think I like it. It's not far off the current colour, to be honest, which maybe it's a good thing. We'll see. Like I said, we need to explore the peel and stick option as well, but I do think that that is a better colour option than the previous tile paint that I had and sampled. So let's move into the bedroom, which I only have one of the colours for because actually two colours are going to go in here, but this is the blue that I ended up going with. Vents by B&Q's Good Home range, and this is the one that I said looked really closely coloured to my curtains. So it'll be going on the feature wall where my bed is going to be going. So like I mentioned, my bed is going to be facing the window, and then the dark blue wall behind it, and then I'm basically going to be colour drenching the rest of the room with a colour that I don't have right now. It's been delivered on Monday, but it's basically like a very pale off-whitey colour. I have a sample actually. So these are the two samples next to each other just so you can get a feel of what it's going to look like. But yeah, it's a very sort of cream off-white colour that I think, that was just rude. I think by the time it's on all the walls and stuff, it will make a really nice contrast with this and hopefully look quite classy. So yeah, the blue on the feature wall and the off-white on all the other walls and the coving. And then in both the hallways I have gone for this one, which sort of looks this kind of colour. It's a bit of like a yellowy, sandy tone. It's not yellow. I think by the time I've got other things on the walls around it, pictures and the like, hopefully it'll be fine. It's going to be the colour for both of the hallways. Oh, just found our dog's toy in here, so I'll be taking that home with me. In the living room, I've gone for the Farrow and Ball Joa's White. It's number 226. I don't know how to say it. Joe's White? Joa? I'm sorry, Farrow and Ball, I don't know how to say it. But it's just such a gorgeous colour. Like, I'm really excited, and the quality of the paint felt so good, honestly, just from the sample, that I'm excited to see it on in here. You can also see above me that the ceiling is plastered, which means we are progressing. We're getting close. Hopefully it's not long left now. Why does literally everything look grey when you put it in here? It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I need to have trust. I need to have trust because under the light it's fine. So I just need better lighting. I just need better lighting throughout the whole flat, to be honest. Lastly, this should come as no surprise to anyone if you watched my previous video, but I'm gonna go with this one. I think even dry, I think it's the right kind of tone. So it's from the Heritage line. It's called Florentine Red, and I'm not getting it in this velvet matte finish, obviously, because it's going in a bathroom. I'm still taking a bit of a risk on it because it's still not bathroom paint, but I'm hoping that between having the window and the extractor fan, I shouldn't have too many problems with it. And to be honest, if it starts looking rubbish, I'll repaint, I'll redo it. It's really not the end of the world, so that's what we're going for. Moody. Disaster has struck. We are experiencing yet more delays. This is so frustrating, but here is Exhibit A, an example of the plaster falling off the wall. Here is Exhibit B, another example of the plaster falling off the wall. Now, it reaches up probably about over 6 feet and spans to around here. And that's only the second biggest bit of plaster that came off, because here we have Exhibit C. Now, it's hard for you to tell this one on camera, but can you see this nice little line here? Everything that side of this line fell off the wall. Our plasterer did come back and re-plastered the second bit I showed you, Exhibit B, but we are trying to do alternative repairs on A and C just so we can try and keep everything moving forward, because this was not on the bingo card to have all of my plaster falling off my walls, but it's only happening in this room, which is interesting. So we're working really hard on not letting it happen to other walls. But since we last spoke, the living room is now completely plastered. It looks so different in here, A, because it's vaguely empty, which is the first time for a while, and B, because it's brown. It's so it's so weird. Just off camera, all that's in here is my mattress and my fridge and my cooker. But my cooker is very shortly about to be moved, and I'm going to show you that. We are installing it. So that was the purpose of getting the kitchen flooring down, was so that we can get the cooker installed and we can get the washing machine installed as well. And then as soon as we painted, the fridge will move in there as well. So things are slowly going to start moving out of the way. Well, thank you. We need to check it works, I suppose. Before we go, yeah.
I was gonna say, I turned it on because there's no numbers on it. But
no, there's no clock actually.
before we set it in, I forgot that it was on the box. And I was looking at it being about 100 mil above the workshop.
How did you forget it was on the box? Oh, wait, let's see what this is anyways.
There's that taste shut.
Ah.
I'll go back to that taste.
Oh no.
Hang on, let's
No more hidden tape. Cool. Cool. That was...
take all the rest of the plastic out.
Yeah, I know. I have a cooker, and I did time lapse it, and well, I forgot to press record again. This is becoming a theme, which I'm really sorry for. It would have been quite entertaining. It would have been quite entertaining to watch the time lapse, frankly. But to be honest, a lot of it was just Max and I yapping away. So Anyways, cooker is installed, it works. I've taken off basically everything apart from that sticker, which let's just do it now. There we go. Satisfaction. Oh, beautiful. Right, and of course, in my random crap drawer. Anyways, I think I'm going to let that wrap us up for this week. It's a little bit of a shorter video. Oh gosh, it's so hot in here. I've got all the heaters on. There's not been much to show other than lots of plaster, lots of paint, and now lots of plaster falling off of walls. I am now about to spend basically the next week in Denmark. I fly out tomorrow morning. I'm leaving home at 4 AM to get to the airport, so that's going to be really fun. But I think I'm going to try and bring you along for the journey. So my next vlog might not be a renovation vlog, but might be a Denmark vlog. If there is not a Denmark vlog, then I don't know if I'll get a renovation one up. I'll have to catch back up with the schedule, but there will be stuff happening while I'm away, hopefully. I don't know what that's going to look like yet, but I'll give you updates when I'm back, I suppose. Thank you so much again for joining along. I have actually had so much positive feedback so far, and I really appreciate it. So to my friends and my family that are watching, firstly, thank you. Because you guys have hyped me up so much. And if you're not friends and family and you're watching, I still really appreciate you being here, and thank you for joining. I just hope you like what I'm putting out. I'm trying my best. I am trying my best. I'll see you guys next week for another one, potentially, maybe.